Hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. Today we have some massive news. We just had a huge announcement for Maul Shadow Lord, and then we're going to be talking about a brand new controversial decision that Disney just made. Before we dive into it though my friends, be sure to hit the big subscribe button down below if you've not done so. We're nearly at 150,000 subscribers. We would be honoured if you would join us. But no more jibber jabber. Let's dive straight in. So 2026 is literally just a few weeks away, and one of the biggest releases from a Star Wars standpoint is Maul Shadow Lord, the animated show depicting the events of Maul's life a year after the Clone Wars. And there have been some rumors going around as to when the show is going to release, but today we just got our most official indicator yet. The series is not going to release before March of 2026, and my prediction is still that it's going to be a May the 4th special, just before the Mandalorian and Grogu, and a fantastic way to celebrate official Star Wars Day. How do we know this? Thanks to Marvel Comics. They've just announced a 5-issue tie-in series to the show, and as you can see it's got a very similar logo and title. Instead of Maul Shadow Lord, it's titled Shadow of Maul, and it's going to be a prequel to the series. And the website says this: one of the most feared villains of the galaxy far, far away returns next year in Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, a new animated series set after the events of the final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars. In March, Marvel Comics will pave the way for the new Disney Plus series with Star Wars Shadow of Maul, a 5-issue prequel series written by Marvel superstar Benjamin Percy. And because they confirm the comic is coming before the show, I reckon it's not going to release until April or May of next year. And here we have an official synopsis, and it mentions a location they say also appears in the show. Take a look at this. Welcome to Janix, a neon-lit, shadow-soaked maze of a planet that lies beyond the reach of the Empire. Captain Brander Lawson is doing his best to navigate the law in a lawless territory. He is joined by his partner droid, nicknamed Two Boots, as they face off against scheming crime bosses, as the looming threat of the Shadow Lord Maul nears. And the author teases it's a story about cops, crime syndicates, and a neon-lit Shadow City that hides many sins and many secrets. And I should just say, as a prequel to the Disney Plus show, don't expect this to have too many of the big guns. I think they're going to save any connections with Dryden Voss, Rook Cast, the mysterious Twi'lek apprentice, for the actual show. This is just getting us up to speed with what Maul has been up to since the Clone Wars Season 7. Very exciting stuff, I really can't wait. I've already shared with you my thoughts on what I think this show is going to do, and from a lore standpoint, it's probably one of the most important series of 2026. Some would even argue more important than Ahsoka Season 2. So yes, Maul Shadow Lord prequel in March, and that means a trailer could be just around the corner. Although for animated shows, the trailers do only tend to be about a month out, but I'd love to be wrong. Moving on my dear friends, before we talk about the Disney topic, let's talk about The Mandalorian and Grogu, the big movie of 2026, with a second trailer rumoured sometime this month. Well, a few weeks ago, I made a video breaking down my predictions for the box office, and at the time, I gave the figure of about 500 million. I don't think it's going to do $1 billion. I know some people have said it's going to break records, but based on trailer viewership, overall anticipation, I don't know if it's going to do crazy numbers. And at the same time, because the budget was relatively small, I don't think it's going to flop, because 500 million with an 150 mil budget is still pretty good. But now, several official insiders have weighed in on their predictions. TheDirect.com seems to think the movie's gonna do pretty badly. They made a point of omitting it from their top 10 list, their predictions for the top 10 grossing movies of 2026. They put Avengers Doomsday right at the top, Spider-Man Brand New Day is up there, they think the live-action Moana's gonna do well, Toy Story 5 I think is gonna be a huge hit for Disney, but The Mandalorian and Grogu is a major omission, and they say this: following the mixed reaction to its first trailer, there is some worry if audiences will be truly motivated to get up and go to a theatre to see it, especially if they know it's going to be on Disney Plus within a few months. And to be fair to them, they were spot on in 2025, with only a couple of exceptions, and Avatar Fire and Ash not yet releasing. They were very close to the mark. But other journalists disagree. They think Mando and Grogu is going to do amazingly. And I do agree it's worth considering that we shouldn't underestimate families and children. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But Lucasfilm needs to do much better with the marketing. And I'm hoping the recent plot rumor was true. And by the way guys, if you missed that video, go and watch it. And so now guys, on to some rather controversial news. I would say Disney has not had the best year in terms of new and innovative decision making. And today we had one of the most bizarre announcements. They'd been teasing this for a few months, but now it's done. Disney has signed a deal with OpenAI to invest $1 billion into the company. And what exactly do they want to do with this? Well, according to their official mission statement via Variety.com, they're trying to, quote, unlock new possibilities in imaginative storytelling. And you might say, okay, fine, whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay, models are being improved upon every single day, but before you jump to that defense, they want to use it in the strangest way possible. As part of a 3-year licensing agreement, Sora will be able to generate short, user-prompted social media videos that can be viewed and shared by fans, drawing from a set of more than 200 Disney characters, from Marvel, classic Disney, and Star Wars, including costumes, props, planets, iconic environments, and vehicles. In addition, they say, Disney ChatGPT images will be able to turn a few words into fully generated images and videos in seconds, drawing from the same intellectual property. So they're encouraging fans to make their own versions of, well, they list the characters: Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Lilo, Stitch, Ariel, Belle, Beast, Cinderella, Baymax, Simba, Mufasa, as well as characters from Encanto, Frozen, Inside Out, Moana, Monsters Inc., Toy Story, Up, and Zootopia. And in terms of Marvel and Lucasfilm characters, they list Black Panther, Captain America, Deadpool, Groot, Iron Man, Loki, Thor, Thanos, and here comes the Star Wars ones: Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Leia, the Mandalorian, so Din Djarin, Stormtroopers, and Yoda. And alongside the licensing agreement, Disney will become a major customer of OpenAI, using its APIs to build new products, tools, and experiences, including for Disney+, and deploying ChatGPT for its employees. As part of the agreement, Disney will make a $1 billion equity investment in OpenAI. Now, I have so many gripes with this, and also so many questions. So they're willing to invest $1 billion into this, something which, let's be honest, is going to go very wrong, and I'll explain why in just a moment, but they can't pay their own creatives and employees. This is the same Disney that threatened to sue 3 daycare centers for unauthorized use of their characters. And it'd be one thing if it was just in the name of investment and technological innovation, but they're bringing this function to Disney+, allowing users to make their own stories using AI. But do they not realize what this is going to lead to? Does Disney really think this is going to be used in a very innocent and creative way? We're about to see the most insane Darth Vader videos you've ever seen in your life. Disney is going to regret this decision very, very quick. And if you thought AI slop was bad now, it's about to get so much worse. User-generated AI videos that are going to be promoted on Disney+. So when you go to different sections, the different IPs, whether it's Marvel or Lucasfilm or Pixar, there's going to be an extra section for AI-generated videos. To quote something I saw this morning, I think we live in the worst timeline. And of course, there's the huge debate about how far this is going to go, the death of real creativity, and as this person says, remember, if a product is free, you are the product. Disney will use this to train their own AI algorithm. We're only a few years away from the first computer-animated film that uses existing and original character models and designs, but replaces the digital animators with AI. And the strangest thing about all of this is it's just going to make Disney Plus a very weird experience. As an innocent consumer who just wants to watch the latest Star Wars show, or The Mandalorian and Grogu eventually when it's no longer in cinemas, you go onto the platform and you're greeted with tons of AI-generated versions of Star Wars. And look, they do say that the content is going to be curated, so I doubt you're going to see anything too not safe for work, like Mickey Mouse shouting expletives at Donald Duck. But this does allow for the platform to be loaded with, and let's be honest, a bunch of crap AI slop. They say this: under the license, fans will be able to watch curated selections of Sora-generated videos on Disney+. This is just going to drive even more people away from Disney+. Who wants this? They'd rather invest $1 billion instead of working with actual artists. But share your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed this one, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, check me out on socials, at Star Wars Meg1 on Twitter, and if you want to support what I do, the link to my Patreon is down below. But until the next one, my dear friends, may the Force be with you, always.